Hello folks, in this video I will show you how you can make $223 to $384 per day overall telecommuting without experience being expected to apply for these different work from home positions. So the first is that Contra is an expert local area for the autonomous advanced labor force, and advanced experts utilize this to make dazzling visual profiles, bring in cash commission free form excellent networks and reference organizations. That's what things like, and the work you're searching for here is the client account chief, so this is similar to a deals related work. It's all day, it's remote, and what you'll do here is fabricate significant associations with clients through ideal and drawing in correspondence with an objective to decide their necessities, fabricate esteem, and lay out a relationship. With Contra you'll proactively expect and address heightening client issues with speed and criticalness. You'll foster invent effort systems to increment client commitment, maintenance, drive development, and diminish stir. You'll facilitate and take an interest being used your meetings with clients to acquire a profound comprehension of their business and assist them getting greatest worth from Contra. You'll cooperate with clients to comprehend their recruiting needs and guarantee they are finding astonishing ability to work with through Contra. Foster exact projections through solid pipeline the board and gauging incredibly logical. You influence information and entirety of your dynamic. All your dynamic, you continually endeavor to surpass the quarterly objectives, and you have high energy self-beginning character. You'll find actual success here, assuming that you are mission driven, assuming that you are a devoted cooperative person, and you're okay with 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Center hours and adaptability around those hours. You're enthusiastic about learning. They don't anticipate that everybody should know it all, yet you advance rapidly. Objective situated, comprehend what you really want to do to accomplish your objectives without requiring every one of the fancy odds and ends. Focused on attempting, have the strength and eagerness to endlessly attempt once more regardless of whether you flop after a couple endeavors. Aggressive disposition and a way paver. So seems like one more occupation where they sort of maintain that you should sort of work like a business visionary despite the fact that you're in fact a representative. That is the way a ton of these remote organizations believe that their workers should be. They believe that you should have the option to flourish without requiring a ton of management. So to the extent that what it comes to when you are taking a gander at benefits, distant just culture. So essentially a completely remote organization, meaning each occupation you see here is far off 100. Well-being inclusion for U.S. full-time workers and well-being repayments for all global workers for hire. 401 Kelvin matching for U.S. full-time representative. $4,000 PC repayment after beginning, in addition to extra gear, collaborating, schooling, and meetups. No gathering Wednesdays, half days each third Friday of the month to partake in a long end of the week. Decrease screen exhaustion and pressurize liberal time off. So 14-day long broad closures each year liable to hitting business objectives. Adaptable parental leave. Yearly group-wide off website, which is fundamentally similar to an excursion, typically a custom leeway, a modic only for you. So then they'll educate you concerning the screening, and afterward they additionally let you know the amount you can make. So this is pleasant. About Contra, they let you know a compensation range 80 to 100 per year USD, in addition to commission a value esteem scope of 72 to 180 every year USD. So where you could in a real sense make how much 6 figures, and you can apply without them. They don't specify anything about you requiring experience. They even let you know that they don't anticipate that you should know all, that they simply believe that you should be a quick student. Likewise, you can secure their positions by going to organization and afterward going to vocations at the highest point of Contra.com to look and see what else they have accessible, which they just have 2 positions accessible right now next to you. Have an organization called WebFX. They have several positions that you should see here. What's unusual about WebFX is some of the time they enlist for occupations they'll let you know, like definitely this kind of involvement would be great, yet don't be guaranteed to require it. They'll try and let you know that occasionally on their genuine advantages page, so you can go to see vocations here by going to what our identity is. And afterward you can see, once you're on this page, experience isn't needed. North of 90% of occupations are passage level, and you'll prepare solely with the master staff. That is in a real sense the principal thing they notice on their advantages page. So in some cases they'll specify insight on application page, yet not needed. It's something like hello, it'd be great on the off chance that you realize this, yet you're not expected to realize this. They likewise enlist early. Like what they mean by that is youthful undergrads. Merit-based advancements are a thing too. Progressing learning operations, a worldwide effect. And afterward you can see there are open positions, which they have 37 accessible. I'm about to show both of you. One is the innovative work level, one helps subject matter expert. So I will show you 2 or 3 them that are like presumably simpler to get, or perhaps make an interpretation of well to a bigger number of individuals. So this one is client service based. You can work from any place on the planet, and essentially they let you know regardless of where you're found they'd very much want to have you in the event that you're not mindful. Webfix is a site improvement administration's organization, so they spend significant time in web optimization, so assuming you do a ton of things with like Google and web crawlers and stuff, on the off chance that you're finding one of the working nations, this is a full-time non-contract based position one way or another. You can turn into a project worker sort of beyond these primary nations. They put individuals first, they have durable connections, completely remote and crossover, and office choices completely prepared, an office home arrangement including a PC double, huge excavators, headset, truly quick web and generator, and all the more piece of the quickly developing organization is something you'll get to appreciate. Unlimited admittance to heaps of various virtual products and stages that they give, merit-based limited time structure, areas of strength extremely to offering back universally. They additionally offer elite preparation and continuous vocation improvement. To this end, they have up to 90% of their positions or section level regardless of your degree of involvement. Training camp web promoting preparing program is accommodated all new WebFX relatives to learn, develop, and foster all through the workplace with the hard abilities important to find true success. So you're preparing with bunches of extremely undeniable level individuals. It doesn't stop after your underlying preparation period, so there's consistent preparation constantly, so you're continually getting better. It appears to be a great spot to begin your profession since you're continually getting this decent preparation, and they don't expect a lot to begin and open doors for development too. They've grown 250% throughout recent years, so presently you sort of have a foundation. What they're searching for is a 4-year certification is favored, pre-business testing required, yet you don't must have a degree. I surmise they have you take like an abilities test or something to that effect. Broad information, familiar English, composed and verbal. Resume should be in English to be viewed as okay with both articles. Situated and obtain procedural programming strategies. Characteristics: likes to finish things exceptionally proficient, obligation to conveying excellent correspondence and bug fixes, proficient, trustworthy, solid work ethic, conscientious, and so on. Appreciates tackling issues, client-driven mindset, profoundly compassionate to clients, fixates on subtleties, appreciates composing cycles and making specialized ideas more consumable for their crowd, and capacity to comprehend prioritization and direness level. What you'll do is guarantee all data important. The ticket has been finished by the requester. You can fill in any holes by social occasion data on your own, test web page bugs yourself and affirm them, relegate emergency assist work area with tagging to the right colleague to execute the fix, update application documentation cycles and standard methods, distribute in application guides and documentation, responding to regularly posed inquiries, complete and finish off tickets autonomously, physically test new elements and bugs, plainly speak what demands need, alters or extra data, report on week after week KPIS and report on guides, help docs and examination utilization. And when you have no less than 4 hours of crossover with these hours too, which is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can be a wide range of spots on the planet as long as you can work with no less than 4-hour crossover of that reach, so you know whether you're in the entire opposite side of the world you could need to work around evening time, yet you can in any case apply. For example, debatable in light of encounters your remuneration, and yet again you might, they at any point don't expect you to have insight to apply. Next, you have an inbound deals advancement agent position, likewise any place on the planet, and furthermore full-time hours. So we've sort of been over a ton of this stuff about organization benefits, why you ought to need to work here, things like that. Functioning hours 7:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. What they're searching for: remarkable English abilities, programming as an assistance or computerized deals, insight, inbound outbound leads. Again, you don't must have insight as per their advantages: performing advertising reviews, making pitch decks, essential information on computerized ability to showcasing to perform various tasks, focus on and oversee time, really some involvement with deals improvement, lead age or interchanges is favored yet not needed, enthusiasm for innovation in the deals business, profoundly cutthroat and objective, situated, drive to either start your tech deals vocation or interface with a laid-out tech organization. That is a decent sign there to see, drive to either start your tech deals profession. So again, passage level for this one too, dedicated to picking up, being adjusted, and having an extraordinary mentality, keen on climbing inside the organization, mentor, bowling, open to criticism, and genuinely wants extraordinary base compensation and commission. What you'll really do: oversee inbound leads by means of calls or web weeds, promptly direct conversations with possibilities via telephone, comprehend client, showcasing trouble spots and assemble site specialized prerequisites, and connect business worth to their necessities, fundamentally offering WebFX to them and how it fixes their concerns, create revenue and give WebFX's vision in one-of-a-kind offer, timetable gatherings and pitches with WebFX agents, perform promoting research for qualified leads, accomplish month-to-month capability objectives, update, keep up with client data with Salesforce, give the outreach group point-by-point call notes so that understand what they're doing, and perform long-haul follow-up, so this can be through a variety of strategies. Too debatable in light of involvement. Remuneration, again, experience not needed, so a truly incredible spot to get a section-level work for homework, and they have the 2 deals and client assistance related right positions right now, in addition to 35 different ones now. To the extent that would like to work here, they have 180 surveys. They've been around beginning around 1995 and have a 4.4 out of 5-star rating, so exceptionally evaluated. And afterward, benefit-wise, you can perceive how individuals rate their Advantage program, which is 4.7 out of 5 stars general. Pay-wise, commonly a task like a level 1 help gig is around $66,000 per year, and in the event that can likewise go in view of your experience level, which I don't have the foggiest idea how that would be more. That doesn't check out yet. You can proceed to search for perhaps something like this: 40 to 50,000 a year base compensation, addition to extra compensation 66.0 aggregate or so, and afterward you take a gander at like a lead improvement delegate 88.0 a year complete compensation, 57 to 58.0 a year base compensation with around 30.0 a year in extra. To wrap things up, we have an organization called InkSub, and I realize I've discussed them a ton as of late, yet an extraordinary organizations recruiting for a ton of no experience occupations, overall no telephone line. There's a ton of things about these positions that I realize and many individuals are searching for this moment, so InkSub will advance into 1 or 2 recordings along these lines, yet it's for the aim of landing you the position you need. So inkSub.com, you can find their vocations effectively at the upper right, and one of them is the help superhuman. So assuming you're available to doing client service, particularly message-based, like you will manage WordPress support and discussions and things like that, informing individuals. This is an extraordinary one, work from any place, overall 40 hours of the week, so the job will include supporting their individuals and clients, hanging out in WordPress.org discussions, being hugely useful, responding to questions, helping with and settling all mannered WordPress inquiries, with style planning with engineers over bugs, elements and stuff, and being a functioning piece of the group. Assuming that you are pondering, InkSub is behind probably the biggest and most believed WordPress items and administrations, so that is the reason the majority of this stuff is WordPress related capabilities. Love individuals and yourself have great knowledge of WordPress alongside incredibly extraordinary relational abilities. Preferably you'll be a local English speaker or an extraordinary cooperative person, being enthusiastic about chipping away at an extending propelled and disseminated help group. Noteworthy reaction times, composing velocity, and bank great stuff out, and could try and have the option to code work. Benefits: you will be furnished with every one of the devices, backing, and sponsorship you want. Extremely appealing working circumstances: 28 to 35 days per year, and took care of time. Valuable chances to paid travel for paid travel to go to WordCamps and other industry meetings. Long assistance surrendered to 2 months pay reward in view of development targets. Innovation financial plans like clockwork. The more you've been there, the more you get, in general costs planned yearly too. You likewise have another help work, which is specialized help, likewise remote work from any place, full-time hours. It's the Grounds Press support fan position, which will include offering help by email to edu web journals and Grounds Press clients, helping inside tackling every kind of WordPress questions, adding to testing and QA with updates to WordPress Center modules and topics, organizing with designers over bugs, highlights, and stuff, and afterward being a functioning piece of the group. They believe you should have great experience with WordPress, yet that doesn't mean you must have professional training. You can learn WordPress through your own site, leisure activities, YouTube recordings, a wide range of ways. Incredible relational abilities, severe reaction times, composing speed, relational abilities, incredible cooperative person, teaming up with others, 12 individuals and yourself, and afterward you'll get the very helps that I previously referenced. Similarly, what resembles to work here: 3.6 out of 5 stars by and large. Up until this point, not an insufficient data to make determinations about compensations and advantages, so on the off chance that you take a gander at a typical client care rep, you expect around perhaps long-term all-out pay, 38.0 base compensation, around long-term extra compensation, someplace in that ballpark for those numbers. So ideally this was useful. Remember to buy and click the notice ringer. Assuming that you need all the more day-to-day recordings like this one, you can tap the connection in the YouTube video portrayal to become familiar with these and apply, and I'll see you in the following video.